So that little duckling hatched out. He's that one right there. That's him. And I went down to the feed store this morning and picked up 3 more ducks and a Buff Orpington. The Buff Orpington is because my granddaughter had one and something came in and got it. She was out in a pen with a bunch of other bigger chickens with the black coochins. And I don't know how it got it, but it did. And that little duckling there, he or she, when you get them at the feed store, they're not sexed, they're just random. And I believe these are Swedish Blue, and this one here I'm pretty sure is a Rowan. And so I have Rowan and Blue Swiss, Swedish Blues. And they're not Blue Swiss, Swedish Blues. And which I already have. I have those out in my field anyway. So I'm, that's what they had at the feed store. That's what I picked up. I wasn't even sure when I went to the feed store if they would even have ducklings. But as we were going down the row of chickens, my granddaughter yells, "Grandma, here's the baby ducks!" And so that's what we got. And when she saw the Buff Orpington, she asked if she could have one. And I told her, yeah, we'd get her one. I told her a long time ago when hers got killed. And she was a good layer. She even tried to hatch some eggs at one time. And she was probably 2.5 years old when something came in and got her. I was a little upset about that at that time. We do have hawks and owls, and we have different kinds of hawks. We have the red-tailed hawks, we have the sparrow hawks, and we have bald eagles, we have the golden eagle, we have the barn owl, the horned owl. We have different owls here, along with other birds that are prey to other animals. So, you never know. But I guess this is, I don't like to raise anything by itself. So when this little duckling hatched out, I didn't want to raise him by himself. And what they're eating on is mealworms. I put them on mealworms. It's a high protein feed for them. And when they get a little bit older, another week older, I will give them some scratch, because they do like the grain too. I also put vitamins and electrolytes in their water, so they have that as well. Trying to keep them, you can see they're sleepy, trying to go to sleep. You look at the little baby chicken, he's going to fall down if he's not careful. Sound asleep. You got the warm light on them, and so they're nice and warm. They like that warm light. These guys head clear to the ground. Oh, somebody woke him up. The other ones are wanting to play in the water. So, and they're a little older than the one duckling I hatched out. They're probably at least a week old, these ducklings here. The ours is he's just a day old. He hatched out yesterday afternoon while I was at work, which I figured what would happen. As you can see, when they look sideways. They turn their head up sideways so they can see what's up in the air. They can't, the way their eyes are on their heads, they can't see anything that's flying overhead. So if something flies overhead, they tip their heads to the side so they can see what's above them. It's just fun. I like ducks. A lot of people don't like ducks because they're messy. If ducks have an opportunity to run loose, if they can run loose and be able to, range out to where they want to go, they aren't as messy. If you have them in a small pen, yeah, they're messy. If you have them in with your chickens, yeah, they're messy. They dirty the water, and they do all kinds of stuff. They really like their feed wet more than they do dry. And this one little duck here, he's running around playing in the water. I don't know if you can get a good look at him, but you can see him drinking the water. He's really muddling in the water. You can see the water is already dirty. So I'll have to clean it again this afternoon. But they're enjoying, they're happy, running around. When I brought them home, they were noisy, and I don't know which one of these little ducklings was making the most noise, but you could hear one over the rest. And that one little gray duck over here, he's trying to sleep, and everybody's bugging him, keeps waking him up. They love that. They love those worms. And this one little gray duck, he's just going around in circles in that water. And take a bite of food, and then muddle in the water. Take a bite of food. Take a couple bites of food, and they'll muddle in the water. Muddling in the water. That water looks like it's kind of tipping to one side, so let's see. Let's try and get it to where it's kind of even, not so one to side. Get this water this way. Get more of the weeds over here, so the water tips more to one side and to the other. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little better, huh, guys? There you go. They're all acting like they're going to be captured or whatever. They always act so scared all the time, running around. They're fun to watch, especially when they're babies. Even when they're big, they're fun to watch. I enjoy the ducks. I enjoy my chickens too. They're funny. They have personalities. I have found if you raise your ducks and chickens and your geese all together, they all pretty much stick together. That's why Jekyll out there with the other ducks, that's why he protects those other ducks, because he was raised with them. And the Muscovy wasn't raised with him, so that's why he kicks the Muscovy out of the rest of the ducks, because he wasn't raised with them. But if I had raised him with Jekyll and the other ducks, they would accept him. But he's an outcast because he wasn't raised with them. Anyway, I thought you'd enjoy watching to see how the little duckling hatched out. He's sleepy too. He's trying to fall asleep as well. Please subscribe. Please make a comment. Ring the bell so you get an update every time I do a new video. And thanks for watching.